and the other guests.
That's special.
There are couple of communication books that I have read. And one of the particular book that I read is that there is a drawing that you, the audience, showing the speaker, asking yourself, what is it for me that you will gain from this speaker? Now, let me go a little bit deeper on this one. A little bit deeper is that, what is it for me in joining one of these clubs? You know, the finest club in the world. I'll tell you something about that. There are three goals that I would like to say something about it. Number one goal is that, why did I join the Master Motivator? Number two, what did I gain or what did I learn? Learn from being active in speaking. And lastly, what is my vision if I want to be an effective communicator? Now let me start by going to the first one. I joined this club when I started was January, the date of my birthday. And I said to myself, my God, what is this club? Everybody is introducing oneself. And I love that. I became at home. I learned something about every people has different qualities, the different background. And I said to myself, hey, this must be the finest club in the world. I loved it. I enjoyed it. And to me, that is, I become more close, attached to this group. I like the way how we are communicating, not only by words, but with feelings, by heart. So that is something that not too many groups are like that. Being a Filipino American, I have this is my second language. Being a second language and being in a different environment is not an easy thing. I would suggest if you come to the Philippines, one of you, and you would understand how difficult it would be. It is interpersonal relationship. You know, you create the relationship, and that is not easy. That's not easy to do. I could also imagine saying, if I go to India, having a difficulty in communication, how would I feel about that? Boy, it is not easy. So that is the first thing. I love this club. I love to be active on it. But for there's some cases that I cannot do it on the weekend. I work in a telecommunication industry, AT&T, and sometimes I have to work on Sunday. Sunday between 8 no, I take that back. Between 12 o'clock till 8, and sometimes I work from 6 to 12 midnight. And you know the situation right now. Jobs are scary. So I have to be careful about it. I have to be there. I cannot do it. Now let me go to the second item here. The second item, to be a Toastmaster, there's so many things that you learn. You know, eye contact, use your hands, vocal variety, and one of the things that I learned through my evaluator, to you, Johnny, I learned a lot of things. You know, the things that I learned from that is the organization. And that's what I'm doing it right now. 1, 2, and 3. You know, I'm working on that.
Very good.
And you know, that is something that you will never gain from other group. And I learned it. I started learning to be innovative. You know, I try to walk like this as if I could do it, but hopefully it's natural. And that's my problem, to make it naturally, walking. And I think it is you becoming more effective, relating what your ideas are. Johnny, believe me, that is a great thing that I have learned, and I start thinking about it. Now, the last item that I will do is my vision to be an effective communicator. What will I gain? Let's say, I can do it now. I can do it flawlessly. I am at the point of retirement in a couple of years. And one of the things that I would like to do is to help generations to come, maybe back home. I'll try to visit in the Philippines and see the young generations open their minds, how they think, because I think that is the only trick in here. Once you know how to think clearly, how to break it down, there is nothing in this world that you cannot do. You can do everything that you dream of. I have been in this engineering, civil engineering, design and basically design petrochemical industry, Type 5 construction, but I'm now working in communication. You know, I learned that in a very short time because I know how to break it down. And examination-wise, I'm happy to say that sometimes I ask myself, how come I could perfect it? Most of my examination, qualifying exam, they cannot force me down to the jobs that I have. I perfect it all. Maybe that's the only key there, how to break it down. So going back in concluding in my speech, there are three things that I would like to say. The reason I joined the finest club in the world, the item that I gained in joining Toastmasters, and lastly, my vision. And for that, fellow Toastmasters, I'm grateful to be a proud member of the Motivated Toastmasters. Back to you, Saeed.